Do most people you're talking to, though, do they have a pretty good understanding of the use cases and which application goes with what? Or is there still a lot of education that you need to provide?
It's highly variable. There are people that know exactly what they want and exactly what it needs to do, and there are people that, there's a lot of education and uh, putting the boundaries on what is physically possible, what can be done, and maybe their initial idea is good, but maybe we have a better way to do it. And so I wouldn't call it education, but it's a discussion for sure.
Right behind you, you've got the standpipe. Is that have we already covered that, or is that a product that is that a new product? Is that just specific to the mining applications?
The technology is not necessarily specific to the mining industry, but the product itself, as a standpipe, is specific. It's a standpipe. Some might call it an expandable drill collar. So it's an insertable piece of pipe that is permanently installed in a borehole. And so for this particular application, it's used in pre-excavation grouting and tunneling, where you'd be, say a curtain grouting job where you'd use 10 to 18 standpipes, and in those standpipes you have to grout everyone in place in a typical installation, where ours eliminates the first primary grout phase in installation. And so as you're advancing a tunnel, you have, your, say it's a 20 or 40 foot kind of radius tunnel, you have to advance grout ahead of the tunnel if if you have a lot of water ingress. So in order to do that, you have to install, pipes to direct the grout ahead of the tunnel. And as you do that, you might have, half of them fail, and you won't know that until you're able to test it, which is 12 to 24 hours once the grout cures. And with ours, we can expand our standpipe right away. Within 3 to 5 minutes, you can be testing that standpipe rather than waiting 12 to 24 hours. And that's kind of the benefit, which is why we're here at SME pushing it.
So then this actually, right, I'm actually watching the video, and so then in this case, this stays, the standpipe extension is permanent, right? It stays
Yep.
in there, and then they fill the grout in afterwards.
Yep, and then once they advance the tunnel, I mean, usually, that'll get mined out later, whether it's, blasted out or, so once they're ready to advance the tunnel, these are just, they're mined out, and that's it. So consumable item.
So again, like people at walking around SME, do they walk by and go, "Oh yeah, no, I know exactly what that is, and that's what's for"? Or are people still like
Some
me
do.
coming in going, "How does this work?"
Yeah, a lot of it's just trying to get the concept that we're actually expanding steel with a rubber, high pressure hose, for lack of better words. So it's partially explaining that, and then getting folks to grasp the idea that we're expanding steel with water pressure.